Come in.
Hi guys, and welcome to my grandma's kitchen. This is my grandma Margaret.
Hello.
I'm so excited to be in here today with her cooking. I have so many memories of being in here with her, and she is the reason behind my passion and love for food and cooking. And I guess right from the start really, I remember being in here when I was 4 or 5 years old, standing on a stool up here, being so excited and interested in everything that she was doing and creating, from quiches to cheese straws, sandwiches, whatever she did, it just tasted the best and better than anywhere else.
Tessa's mother moved into this cottage, and the old lady next door owned the bakery, and she taught me a lot of things, lots of little things, and well, Tessa was always licking the bowl, weren't you, here?
Yeah. So today we're going to be cooking a very, very special recipe, which is probably, I think you are famous for, which is a coffee cream sponge. So in collaboration with Nush Foods, we're going to be using the natural cream cheese spread. This brand is vegan and it's dairy free. And yeah, so it's going to be our butter alternative to usually what you would use with butter and icing sugar, isn't it? So that's what we're going to be using today. This product that we're using, it's an almond base and it's just got a few natural ingredients. It is also, as I said, dairy free, no sugar, so it's such a great product. So I was really keen to make a dairy free and refined sugar free and also gluten free, so a free from recipe of it, and to see if it was possible. So yeah, using all the ingredients we've got, which we'll run through, let's try and kind of make a bit of a healthy alternative on it. So should we give it a go?
Yes, we will, yes.
Okay, so we've preheated the oven to gas mark 5, which is 200 degrees Celsius, so that's on, and we're going to make the frosting because we just find that it makes really nice for the filling and then for the top of the frosting of the cake. So we will make that first and then pop that in the fridge when we make the actual sponge. Perfect, so that's about, that's 300 grams. And then based on that, we're going to try and use 4 tablespoons of coconut sugar. And then we're going to do 4 teaspoons of coffee. And then you just want to pour a little bit of water in, don't we? Because you don't want it to be too runny, just to melt the granules.
Mm-hmm. Well, that looks delicious, Tess.
It's really good, doesn't it? That's probably the right amount of coffee too, would you say?
Mm.
Yeah? Should we give it a taste to see if it's... We should probably just use fingers, couldn't we?
Oh, delicious.
It's lovely.
Really, really
So nice. So creamy, isn't it?
It is creamy.
Probably perfect amount of coffee too, and sweetness, isn't it? Mm. It's so funny because this on its own tastes so savoury, and just that little bit of coconut sugar,
does, yeah.
And then the flavouring.
It's really nice.
This really is my grandma's speciality in the sponges. She just seems to get them perfect every time. So I'm handing over, giving her the ingredients. We're using free from gluten-free, self-raising white flour. We've got the coconut sugar. We're using coconut oil instead of using the butter. So it really is minimal ingredients. And I didn't realise that. I think it's the traditional baking. When I was asking her about the weight of everything, you use the weight of the eggs?
Yes, I put the eggs on there, weigh those, and the weight of the eggs, and you put your flour, your sugar, and your oil.
And then so basically, if it's 2 eggs, then it will be 4 ounces of the coconut oil and 4 ounces of the sugar. So we're making
double.
We're making double. It will be 4 eggs and 8 ounces of coconut oil, 8 ounces of coconut sugar, and then 8 ounces of flour. So I'll put in
8 ounces of flour.
8 ounces of flour. So I also don't work in ounces. 8 ounces is just over 200 grams, isn't it, I think? You don't work in grams, do you?
No, I don't do it in grams. That's 8 ounces of sugar.
So that's about 220 grams of sugar.
In there, sugar. Oh, sorry, in there.
Oh, in there.
Yep. 8 ounces of flour.
8 ounces of flour. Ooh. Now the oil. So with this, when I usually cook with coconut oil, it acts obviously as like you'd use the butter, so you can use it as solid. I think it's probably the closest that replicates butter, but I don't think it makes a difference if it's also melted as well. So we need 8 ounces of this.
Not quite 8 ounces, just...
Yeah, so that's just under
Yeah,
under
that's
8.
fine.
Perfect.
Pop it in with the sugar. That can go over there. I'm going to separate these yolks, these eggs, 4 eggs.
So these eggs are from the local farm just down the corner, just around the corner from us, and I always really advise using free range or organic eggs, not the battery cage eggs. It's
And
very
always
sad.
break them separately, because if the yolk gets into the white of the egg, you can't beat it. Then with another whisk, you whisk these so they're white, like a meringue.
So they're all fluffy. And does that help it rise? Does that help the cake rise?
Well, yes, it does, yes. Put that in there. Give it another whisk.
I bet you never thought you would be cooking without wheat flour, icing sugar,
And
butter.
caster sugar.
and milk. I think since we found out my granddad had diabetes, and you've had a few kind of personal IBS, haven't you, and things, you've definitely reduced the kind of the sugar amount and the type of sugar, and cutting out dairy, haven't you?
Yes. Give it a final stir. That's lovely. No, just the right.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Let me show.
It smells nice. So.
It smells amazing.
A bit more on that one, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
Easier to handle now.
Do you have to make it smooth on top or
No,
not?
it doesn't matter. It'll smooth itself.
So in the oven for 20 minutes. We've got to pretend.
No,
we can't
haven't.
say this is one we
But
made
all
earlier.
the professionals do this.
Do they?
Yes, Mary Berry does it.
Does she?
She does one in, yeah.
This is what I made earlier. Do you want to do it?
Put it on with the spoon
Just in the middle?
in the middle.
Do you want to give it a go with a knife?
Go on.
You do it. Yeah,
Oh, this looks lovely, doesn't it?
it's amazing. This brings back so many memories watching you do this. Like, oh, my mouth, I just remember salivating, just watching this icing. Oh,
No, that's right. Yep, that way.
this way?
Yep.
Some here. 2 tubs made quite a lot.
It does.
The longer you leave this, the sort of the icing and the frosting in the fridge, it does kind of harden up a bit more as well. But this is perfect,
I must
ready
get
to
some
eat.
of that stuff. Oh. Delicious.
So
isn't it,
good.
Sam? Yes.
So good.
Pecans.
Yeah.
We have some and some, shall we?
Thank you so much, Grandma, for
It's okay. Thank
sharing
you
the
for-
recipe with everyone.
Well, I want to see you do it next time.
I will. I'm going to be continuing
You really
this
must.
recipe on.
It's so easy.
We'll pass it on to
Pass it
Clara
on to Clara, yes.
and keep it going. So
You're
the
listening, aren't you?
She is. She's listening. She's ready to try it. And this recipe, we'll be uploading it as well, so you'll be able to try it out and make it at home. They are an amazing dairy-free alternative, and they work just as well. Clearly.
Have a taster.
Yeah.
Have a taster. Is Mum coming round?
Yeah. Let's get her around. Let's give
Moment
it a
of
go.
truth.
Yeah.
Looks delicious.
Good.
Ready.
That is so yummy.
That's so good. You'd never know, wouldn't you, the difference?
You would never know the difference. Tastes just like yours used to all those years ago when Tess was cooking with you. You would never know the cream has been substituted, would you?
You wouldn't know it's dairy-free, would you?
No.
Success.
Great success.
Thank
So
you.
good. Well done.
Thank you, Tess, for helping me.
Good. You did a good job there.
So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed following along, and hopefully you can give this recipe a go at home. So just so you know, if you're wanting to purchase the Nush, you can get it from Marks and Spencer's, Ocado and Holland and Barrett. You'll also find it in London, like the Whole Foods and the Planet Organic, and also Sainsbury's for the yogurt as well. So they've also got an amazing range of strawberry, peach Melba, thinking of my favourite blueberry, that are all almond milk and cashew nut based. So yeah, dairy free, vegan, and they're delicious yogurts. And then the 3 that I mentioned earlier, so the natural, which is perfect for baking, as I'm showing you here, and the chive and sweet chilli are delicious. So yeah, let me know how you get on, and I hope you enjoy the recipe.